Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. As you can see from the title, that I'll be showing some of the techniques that you can use in GTA 5. I didn't say tips because most of the tips are already shown by other YouTube gamers. So you probably know some of these, but I'll be going in details for most of them. I'll show techniques inside tips. I'll have all the techniques on the screen, so if you know some of them and don't know the other ones, then you can skip to the ones that you don't know. I'll have the links in the description, so you can skip to the one that you wanna see. Or if you know all of them, then too bad, just close the video. This is not the video for you. So the people who do wanna know, let's just jump to the first one. And I would also like to add that all of the techniques are for import-export missions. So yeah. So the first tip that I have for you guys is how to import cars without paying any damage fees. It's very simple really. If you don't have any money to pay your mechanic, then you don't pay anything. So if you have zero in your account, then you don't pay your mechanic anything. So yeah, just go ahead, spend your money on your cars, houses, strippers, anything, and once you have zero in your account, then start importing cars and then you won't pay anything. Or if you are like me who have millions of dollars and don't want to spend it and save it for the gun running DLC, then I have another option for you. So all you need to do is pause the game, select online, and then swap character. A lot of people don't know that, but you can have more than one character. So if you already have one, go ahead and select it. If you don't have one, then there will be a random character next to your main character, so you can just go ahead and select it, and then it will take you to the same process that you went through the first time creating your player. So just create your second character and then it will take you back to the game with your new character. So I'm just gonna go ahead and select my other character, which is a female character, as you can tell. So the way the other character works is that your other character will have everything of their own, like separate from the main character. They have their own cars, their own apartment, their own level. The only thing that the both characters will share is their bank account. So whatever money you have in your main character will switch over to your other character as well. This is where it gets tricky. The money you have on your hand or you have on in your pockets or whatever will stay on that character. So that money will not switch over to the other character. So as you can see, I have 10 millions in my bank account and 0 on my hand. That means that the 10 million is on my other characters as well. So all you need to do is withdraw your money from your bank account to your pocket. So you can use your phone to withdraw your money, but you can only withdraw like $1 million at a time. So I have 10 million, so I have to go to the app and withdraw 10 times in order to withdraw $10 million. So the better option will be to go to the nearest ATM and withdraw all the money at once. So what I would also recommend is to at least have 5 grand on you, and then like in your bank account, that will switch over to your other character. So just withdraw all the money and just leave about 5 grand in your bank account, and just go ahead, swap your character again to your main character. So as you can see, I only have 5 grand on me, and the 10 million that I had is now on my other character. So whatever I do, I won't be using any of the money from those 10 million. So I'm just gonna go ahead and source a car and then take it back to the warehouse. And one thing I would like to mention is that the damage that your car takes has to be more than the money you have in your bank. So for example, I have 6k damage on my car and I have 5k in my bank account. So if you have less damage, just damage the car on purpose. So now the damage is 7k and I have 5k. That means I don't have 7k in my account, so the mechanic can't charge me 7k because I don't have 7k. So this way you can keep your 5k to pay your bills and your mechanic, and then you won't pay your import-export mechanic. So if you don't have any money to pay your mechanic, your system will send you this message saying that the mechanic has compromised us with repairs. And that's how you get away with paying for repairs. So once you have sourced enough cars, you can always go back to your other character and grab your money back anytime you like. So the next tip that I have for you guys is how to sell car with the least amount of damage. So there are actually 3 different ways you can go about it. The first one is probably the one you already know, but I'll just go through it anyway. The way it works is if you have another player in your session, like just one more player. It doesn't have to be a CEO. I have heard a lot of people saying that it has to be a CEO, but it just has to be another player. If you have another player in your session and then you source your car and then sell it, you won't get any NPC attacking you. So you can just source your car and then just take your time. So I would recommend is asking a friend to join your session and just do their own stuff, and you can do your own stuff. So if you have another player or your friend in your session, as you can see I have another player, myself another player in the session. So you can just take your time and then your car will take the least amount of damage. As you can see, I have taken my time because I knew that no one was chasing after me. So that my car has taken 0 damage. So that was the first way. Now I'll show you another way. So the second way is to sell the car in a solo session, in a solo lobby by yourself. So let's just say you don't have any friends, or even if you do have any friends but they're not online at that moment. So you want to sell the car, but you're afraid that you're gonna get attacked by NPCs. But yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, they do have like a really good aim. They will F up the car like really bad. So the way around it is that you drive your car and then once you see a red dot on your map, just stop the car right there. So like when you're driving, just look at the map consistently and watch out for the red dots in your map. For in my case, I already know where they spawn, so already find a good hiding spots. So right there, I see a red dot. I just get away from the car as soon as possible and just take them out one by one. You probably die in the process, but that doesn't matter as long as the car is safe. So there will be like 4 waves. So this is the first wave, and then there will be 3 more, so just keep a count on that. Once you take them all out, and then you can just drive your car to your destination. And as you can see, the car has taken 0 damage right now, and once I take all of them out, the car will still have 0 damage as long as you don't hit other cars. But even if you do, it won't be as bad as the one they do. So you can just leave with the car with 0 damage. This is the other way. So the third and the final way is my personal one that I mostly use. So let's just say you don't have any friends and you don't wanna kill all the NPCs. Like, I know it kinda gets annoying after a while. You have to stop your car and then kill all the 4 waves and you die in the process. It kinda gets annoying. So the third way is to use a Cargobob. I have never seen any YouTube video telling that you can actually deliver a car using a Cargobob. Like, I found that really late. I wish I had known this before, but anyway. So the third way is to use a Cargobob. I know a lot of people don't have a Cargobob, but I would really recommend getting one. It's really useful. So you can use the Cargobob in a solo session and then deliver the car. So the NPCs will still attack you, but it won't be as bad as if you drive it around. If you drive it around, you probably get damage around 5k to 10k. If you use Cargobob, you only take damage around $100 to $500, which is not that much if you ask me. So just park your Cargobob near your warehouse. Just watch out for cars if you park it on the road, because they drive like crazy and they'll probably damage your Cargobob, and that's not what you want. So just park your Cargobob near your warehouse, go grab your car, customize it as you normally do, and just drive it out. And instead of driving it, just take it to your Cargobob and hook it up, and then take it to your destination. And you don't even have to unhook the car and then drive it to your destination. You can still deliver the car while it's still hooked to the Cargobob. So that's another good thing about it. As you can see that my car is still hooked to the Cargobob and I just delivered it. So yeah, it's pretty easy. I would recommend using it if you're selling the car in a solo session, which I usually do because I play on PC and I avoid getting into public lobbies because they are going just crazy. There's just some crazy shit going on. So yeah, this was the third way on how to deliver the cars with least amount of damage. So let's jump to the next tip or technique. So the third technique that I have for you guys is how to get the top end cars only, as in like top end vehicle cargo only. I'm surprised that a lot of people still don't know this, but let's just put it this way. Your vehicle cargo can store up to 42 vehicles, and there are 15 top end cars and 15 mid-range cars and 12 standard range cars. So if you import all the standard range car and all the mid-range car, then you're left with 15 top end cars that you can get. So if you already have all the standard and all the mid-range car, then the game will be forced to only get you the top end cars. So as you can see, I have all the mid and standard range car. So I'm just gonna go to my computer in the office and I'll source a car and it will be the top end. And I'll switch the session again to show you again that if I source another car, it will be a top end car again. So that's how you get a top end car every time. So the way it works is just keep on selling the top end cars. So like keep on sourcing the top end cars and keep on selling the top end cars because they make the most amount of money, and just leave your mid and standard range cars just like that, and you'll have top end cars each time you source it, and you'll sell it and you make the most amount of money. So if you have been sourcing vehicles, you have probably come across this mission, the Cargobob mission, which Saturn created personally himself, which is a really annoying mission really. So the mission is that you go grab a Cargobob from Fort Zancudo or the Human Labs. This is a real pain, like you have to fight the army guys, which is really hard. Like, it's not really hard, like you can get it, but you'll probably damage the Cargobob in the process, and it's all the way to the other side of the map, and you go grab it and then you have to fly it over to the all the way to the other side of the map to hook a car. You can't drive that car out of there, you have to use a Cargobob. So I'll probably make it a less easier, like I won't say it, I'll make it easier because it's still a really hard mission, but I'll make it slightly easier. Like if you own a Cargobob, you can just get your Cargobob. You can skip the part where you have to fly or drive all the way to get a Cargobob and then fly all the way to the other side to get the car. Another little technique is, which you probably know because it's really impossible to get the car without that technique, is you land your Cargobob near this island or any island. Like there's only 2 or 3 places that these ships spawn, and usually there's a small island next to it. So just you land your Cargobob there and then just use a sniper to take all the enemies out, because if you don't, they will shoot your Cargobob and it will damage your Cargobob. Even if you successfully grab the car and then take less damage to your Cargobob, there's still a chance that they will shoot your Cargobob and then the car will be unhooked and it will drown in the ocean and all that effort will go to waste. So I will recommend just land your Cargobob and kill all the enemies first and then grab your car. And yeah, that's the tip, because I have heard a lot of people saying that you can't use your own Cargobob, so I just wanted to confirm that you can. So this technique is for another import-export mission. So the mission is you get the car, but there is a bomb in it. So you have to drive around for 2 minutes to defuse the bomb. If you drive less than the limit that they have set, the car will blow. So this is where a lot of players freak out. As soon as they get in the car and they find out there's a bomb, they just drive around like crazy and then they damage the car a lot. And yeah, so the technique is, as soon as you get in the car, you set the marker to your vehicle warehouse. If you use your instruction menu and then go to your GPS and press the left button, if you're just using a controller, or the left arrow key, the first option will be your vehicle warehouse. So just choose that, and instead of just driving around anywhere, just drive to your destination that the car needs to go. And another option that a lot of people don't know about, if you're playing on Xbox and PS4, you already use a controller, but if you are playing on PC and you use a controller, you can actually press the button harder or lighter to change the speed of the car. So you can press all the way down and the car will go really fast, and if you press it halfway down, then the car will go slower. So as you can see right now, the car is going into full speed, and as you can see in this one, the car is going slightly slower, like it's going a bit slower. So there's 2 benefits for it. Like if you drive slower, then your car will take less damage because you're not going crazy, and then if you're close to your vehicle warehouse, you still won't have to drive around, because if you're going slow, by the time you get to your vehicle warehouse, the 2 minutes will be over and then you can get your car to your vehicle warehouse. Even though this is not the best example because I damaged the car a lot, but this car is really hard to drive. This car drags a lot, but yeah, if you use this method, there will be less damage. You take less damage to your car. So those were all the techniques that I had for you guys. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe, and you can close the video now. But if you want to stick around, I'll be showing you how to get into a solo lobby, because a lot of people still don't know how to get into a solo lobby. I mean, it's everywhere, you should know it by now, but just in case if you're living under a rock, I'll be showing you how to get into a solo lobby. And the method is just for PC only, so if you use consoles, then I'm sorry, I don't have a method for you, but I'm sure if you just Google it, you'll find it pretty easily. So there are two ways you can go about it. So the first method is using Task Manager, which is pretty easy. You don't have to install anything. You just have to press Alt, Control, Delete, and it will bring up this menu, and just select Task Manager, and then go into Performances, and then select Open Resource Monitor, and look for GDA5, which will usually be the fourth option. Just right click and suspend process, and then just wait about 6 seconds. It doesn't matter if you go over the 6 seconds, just not less than 6 seconds. So after 6 seconds, just right click again and resume process, and boom, you're in a solo session by yourself. And the other method is which requires installing Net Limiter. So if you don't own Windows 10, you can use Net Limiter. I will have the download link in the description, so you can go ahead and download it. So I'm just gonna go find a new session, so I'll have more people in my lobby. So now I'm in a new session and I have more players in my lobby. So now I'm gonna show you how to use Net Limiter. So just click on the link in the description, it will bring you to this page. Just click download and let it download. When it's downloaded, just click on it and go through the process. And once you finish installing, just click run, and it will bring up this menu, and just go ahead and then click on these two boxes. Just check these two boxes and just come back to your game, and you'll see that the people are still in your session, they haven't left yet. So the way Net Limiter works is it forces them to leave once it tries to reconnect the game. So if you just go find new session, and once you join the game back, you will be by yourself. And that's how the Net Limiter works. So if you're playing by yourself, then it's all fine, but if you want your friends to join in, then it's gonna be a problem, because every time your friends try to join, after a while Net Limiter will force them to leave. So if you want your friend to join in, just uncheck these boxes once you get into a solo session, and just come back to your game and your friend will be able to join. And if another random, after a while, if random people joins in, then you can just repeat the process. So that's all I had for you guys. I hope you found my video useful, and if I get good support on this video, I might do another video showing some of the techniques for MC missions. So until then, have a nice day, and I will catch you guys later.